any sort of bump that you take may exacerbate your existing condition. You have to compartmentalize it and put it over here somewhere so that it's not going to affect what you're doing in the ring. And that's a very difficult thing to do. And clearly that's what you have to do in order to perform.
For sure. And thank you for pointing that out and helping me with my brain fog there. But I genuinely agree with you. And no one really discussed this with me and no one gets it. But my PTSD was so bad, I couldn't even hear, couldn't listen, let alone watch wrestling.
Yes.
That's how bad my PTSD was.
Yeah, and that's a better way to explain it. Yeah.
Well, also with CRPS, we have PTSD. And there's studies where they compare our brain damage and our PTSD with it to like soldiers of war. Like that's how bad CRPS is. So when you look at my PTSD, I sacrificed everything for wrestling. I gave my whole life, body, and soul to wrestling. That's all I had for it to be taken away, for me to be a prisoner in my body, for me to be in this agonizing pain, whether I realized it was CRPS or not at the time. And what I mean by that is I didn't know I had it. I went so long undiagnosed. And then finally to be diagnosed, it's like to actually have this disease, holy fuck. So to have this in wrestling, to do this to me, PTSD was out of this world. I could not watch wrestling matches. I couldn't listen to wrestling podcasts. How could I be in love with something that I hate so much now?
It almost killed you, right? So you've been in love with something that almost killed you. So in a way, you almost want to hate it. You're like, do you know what? No, I don't want no part of it.
So but then it goes back to they're like, how did you, before you got diagnosed? I didn't know I had CRPS. I was organically battling the most painful pain known to man without knowing what it was. But the only thing I knew is, you call it my stubbornness or my love for the business or whatever you want to call it. I genuinely wanted to wrestle again. I knew that wasn't going to be the end. And I don't know how else to explain it. Like I said, it could be my passion, my love, my drive, my stubbornness. I knew it was either I was going to die in that wheelchair or I was going to let this not be the end. So I've
got dreams and I'm either going to accomplish them or I'm freaking, I'm going to fucking die trying. It's what you do, right? You try to kill me and you're not going to keep me down. And it's almost having that. It's like almost that's like what people are like. It's like the fight or flight again, right? You either run away from it. I ain't doing that again, which is kind of what I did. I'm too old for this shit, right? I'm not doing that again. Whereas you're like, no, I'm going to kick this thing's ass, and I'm going to.
It was one of those things where it's like, how dare you do this to me? It's like, no, I'm not a pussy. I'm not a little like, no. I sacrificed everything. I didn't do it the easy way. I didn't go and sleep with the boys. I didn't go and take the offers.
I did that.
Like I didn't go and do the different political games. I sacrificed everything for a business just to be sick the rest of my life. So my PTSD knew no bounds. Like when I got into wrestling locker rooms, I was very quiet, and then finally when I started valeting, oh my gosh, and then finally starting to take wrestling moves. It's an odd sensation but I think my PTSD with what my accident and what's happened, I think that's gotten so much better. Like I feel like that's almost non-existent compared to just now. What I can focus on is my pain and controlling my pain, taking medicine, controlling my pain, and focusing on my job.
So here's a bit of a difficult question as well. It's a show day, and you've got a segment, and you know you're going to take a bump. Let's just say it's the one we saw last week with that incident with cocaine, and Kenny Morton's coming in, and he's going to like do a
gnarly bump, wasn't it? Right? Oh, it looks so cool, right?
So when you're in those situations, right, and you're going through it, I'm just trying to put myself. If I'm the person that's got to give you the bump, there's going to be I might feel an apprehension towards doing a move to you because I'm worried that I might do something, that could exacerbate it or make it worse. I'm just wondering how you go around tackling that when you've got to do a segment with someone and you're like, no, you just treat me like anyone else. Like, is that how you go into it, or?
Yeah,
you have mentioned that people do protect you. I've
everyone
noticed.
knows everyone knows I'm sick,
Hmm.
and no one treats me like in a prejudiced way or anything, but it's one of those things where I'm a worker, I'm professionally trained, I am a
Yeah,
professional wrestler, I have
and you're around professionals as well, so.
mm, yeah, it's one of those things where everyone knows I'm professionally trained, they know what I'm
Hmm.
capable, like, because like a lot of managers or valets, they normally don't take moves, or a lot of them are just not even trained. But I am a professional wrestler, and that was my whole shtick: is give me a move, let me get a taste. Like, I'm too unhealthy to run the ropes, let alone do a full match. So let's give me something. So
Put me through a
that's
table. I want to go through a table. That was.
I did that one time. Thank you.
I never got to do
I
that,
agree.
Callum. I
Like,
never got
as
put through a
wrestlers,
table.
as performers,
I don't want to talk about my
we have
table
different
spot.
moves that we want to do. We're all like little kids in a candy store when we
Hmm.
get to go out there and do the sport that we love. So
Yeah.
having that taken away from me, I had a bucket list of different moves and different things I wanted to do, and my brothers have seen the list and they're like, okay, we're going to do this the safest way possible. And one of them was to go through a table, sue me, whatever. I'm living my life. I get to experience life. And, um, but in a situation like just at JCW, it's all professional and it's all laid
Hmm.
out. And some people, like, I'm Jeeves has pulled me to the side, and he's such a sweetheart, and he's been concerned for my pain, just as my
Yeah.
boss Vince Russo, like, and Jay. People do worry about my pain, and they, like, how would it look if someone that's sick, gets in the ring? But it's one of those things where I'm in pain regardless. So
Yeah.
why take from the sick girl?
Hmm.
Like, not to be pity fucked, but I'm gonna be sick sitting here. So why not be sick in the
In the
ring?
ring. Yeah, yeah.
And it's not a liability or anything. It's
Hmm.
literally I'm a
And it's your
professional.
decision.
It's my decision. I'm a professional wrestler. I'm here to perform. I'm here to entertain, and uh, everyone's safe and comfortable when they do these spots with me. But
Hmm.
I don't really think people fully grasp that. Like, lately, they never. I think it's so professionally well put, like, that no one ever once thinks that, oh shit, we're gonna hurt the sick girl. So
Yeah.
it's good.
So now we're leading on to an animal part of this story, but I want you to tell it. How did the character of the ring rat come about? I know it's going to come from the crazy genius of
I
biology.
honestly feel my question before talking about going into JCW would be beneficial. Who was JCW the first company that you got back into after your diagnosis, or was there another company that gave you that kind of that stick there to kind of grasp onto?
Right, no, for sure. Honestly, this is how I started, because of my PTSD with wrestling, and then also because my body was so sick. Like, you guys are seeing, how, like, I started learning how to walk again. You guys are not
Yeah.
seeing the 30-minute walks. You guys are about, okay, now you guys get to see me a couple hours in the gym. We're not to the 10 hours yet. We're not to the full max.
Hmm.
So my full max is I'm going to be like 30 pounds lighter, and I'm going to be a full-time wrestler. That's the dream of bodybuilding and wrestling. We're not
Hmm.
quite there yet. So what you guys are seeing is, okay, I'm signed to JCW. This is a legit company. This is my WWE. And
Hmm.
um, before this, all I did was the slow build. And what you guys didn't get to see was, for about a year and a half, I was diagnosed with CRPS. I was dealing with my PTSD of being in locker rooms. So that's what I wanted to tackle first, is let me see how my mental health is in a wrestling locker room. And I like to think I handled that with grace. Perhaps not. Yeah, perhaps I cried in the corner. I don't know. But no, I baby steps. I started to be in local indie locker rooms, and just to be in the back. I started. Oh, this is odd, but I started to do signings, and it's like, who am I'm a nobody, like, I didn't even build a career, but a couple agents saw something in me, whether it was my story or my appearance, and my first signing ever in my career, let alone coming back into the wrestling world, was at the famous New York store, Wrestling Universe store, in New York City, and it was me doing a signing next to Alicia Fox,
Yeah.
and it
Yeah.
was me and her, and I'm like, I'm a nobody. I don't know why I'm here. Dead ass.
Alicia
Dead
Fox.
ass. All the fans that came in, they probably were pity fucking me, but all the fans that came in, literally.
That's a new phrase I've heard tonight. You've said it twice. I'm gonna
Petty,
write that down.
petty fucking. That's a new.
It's the only logical sense behind people's behavior. Like, it doesn't make any sense, but I did a signing with her, and like the fans were there for me too, and I'm like, I don't know why this is happening. I'm a nobody, but so that was my introduction back into wrestling, my baby steps. So doing signings, and then I started getting booked at all these signings and all these conventions, and that started being what I was doing. And then instead of being in just wrestling locker rooms and doing signings, I was like, well, let me start valeting and managing again. So I started doing that, and then now we're about a year into it. It's like, well, no, I'm a professional wrestler, so let me like try to do at least give a move or take a move every night or whatever. So I started doing that a little as I was making these appearances at these cons, and then JCW scooped me up, and now here we are. I'm healthy enough to manage. I'm healthy enough to do a couple different moves, and I'm pretty happy with my position right now. I like the idea of continuing my manager role with JCW and see where it takes me with the rest of my career. But behind the scenes, the goal, of course, would be to get to that 10-hour mark, let's see what my body can do, and maybe I'll have a wrestling career. Who knows?
So how did you feel when the character was pitched to you of the ring rat? What was your reaction to it?
See, I knew about the character even well beyond before I even got the role. Like, I knew about a year in advance. So I got brought on in August, September, and I knew about it since like January. When I was down in Memphis, Tennessee, doing a signing, again, like at that time, just this last year, I was doing the signings, the meet and greets, and valeting. So I ended up meeting Jay. I think the people were there was Jay, and a couple of the JCW locker room was doing. Who had the tag team belts? The Street Boys. Who was it? Who on JCW roster? I don't know. There was two guys. I think Carrie was there, Violent J. So a couple of the JCW people were there, and it just so happens I was doing a signing there because I'm a fucking like, why, I don't know, but I ended up managing a group of people, and it just so happened to be the twins with David. That outbreak.
The outbreak, my favorite.
See, this is very much like your diagnosis. The stars are just aligning everywhere you go. They're just aligning for you right in a nice wee row.
It was funny because the twins were down there, and they're my brothers. They're so great. But the twins were down there, and David and I were coming from Cincinnati down to Tennessee. So David and I were riding. I call him Uncle David, but he knows all my girl gossip and my girl drama. Like he's such an uncle. He's driving, and I'm like, boys, and he's like, I know. So like Uncle David is so awesome. But so there we are this time last year, just driving down to Memphis, meeting up with the twins, and then I'm valeting them. And
as the outbreak, you were involved as the outbreak.
Yeah, there's photos online of all of us.
You sent them over.
So then we ended up so Jay, like, that we were all scouted that time together, and Jay told me about the ring rat gimmick, and he even told me about, I guess, another female wrestler. Like, he told me that, but now that he's gone public with that, so I feel like I'm not.
It has,
so I'm not exposing anything, but like someone like was so offended by that, and that doesn't make any sense because like there's that famous. It's a character. It's so like no one really thinks that you're a little floozy, like, but. It's the principle of there's no small roles, only small actors, and
you own it and you make it your own.
I'm not staring out of a window in chronic pain, not knowing what's going on. You know, like I am here. Tell me what you want from me, and I'll do it. Like I have such a passion for the sport. I have such a love for the sport. This sport killed me and put me in a wheelchair, and has slowly spread this horrible disease. But the sport is saving me, and that sport, my love and passion for this, got me out of that wheelchair, got me into Planet Fitness for 10 hours, learning how to walk again, then finally getting diagnosed in a medical card. So you know that helps, but this sport saved me, and now to be a part of JCW, it's, I can't express this enough. It sounds like I'm such a dork. It sounds like such
No, not at all.
but it really truly is my WWE. This is magic. Like magic is real. If you guys have experienced what I've experienced, you would be like, holy crap, this is insane. This is what movies are made out of, and it's my reality right now. So I'm just trying to take it all in. So yeah, like when Jay wanted me to do the ring rat gimmick, I didn't hesitate. You know, I wanted to do it, and I ended up getting brought on, and it's a blessing. It really is.
As again, as you said, like when there's magic, you feel it, and for me personally, there's been a few instances in the wrestling sphere where I've felt like a magic. I'm the biggest Undertaker mark on the planet. I've got a whole fucking arm tattooed dedicated to Undertaker, right? But when I first saw him as like a 7 or 8 year old kid, I felt magic. When I first stumbled across ECW, I was like, magic. When I first saw one of the local promotions here in Glasgow, ICW, I was like, magic. And 2 months ago, well, I'd known about it before then, but when I watched the first sort of JCW that was under the Russo brand with Callum, I said, dude, we need to add this to our weekly streaming schedule. It's fucking magic, I'm telling you. And the first show that we live streamed, everyone was like, who the hell is that? And Ring Rat, who the hell is that? And who the fuck is zombies? A zombie tag team? They were like, what the? And Brothers of Construction, Vito's in this, and then it just went from there. It's like a
no, and then it was just the craziness of looking. Is that Vampiro?
Vampiro, and I love Vampiro, man. I fucking love Vampiro. And you can see you've got so many like classic characters, right, that are popping up, and then you've got really all these new characters. It's like,
you know how like in that Attitude Era, like every single gimmick, no matter how small or the character was, everyone was excited about every single match. Everyone was excited. Like every match was main event. You know what I'm saying? Yes. And I feel like that's the energy JCW is bringing to the table with all of our characters.
It's just a recollection with a lot of, I'm just laughing at chat here. Zach said Ninja Wolf. He clearly means Ninja Mac and Mecha Wolf.
Ninja Wolf.
That's a tag team name for them, if anything.
Ninja Mac and Mecha Wolf, and we'll make Ninja Wolf.
Crow's asking Paige if she'll be his Valentine.
You guys want to know tea?
Yeah, I want spill the tea. Spill the tea.
What is
I'm
this?
drinking tea. Spill the tea. Tea and whiskey.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to be around Uncle David for a couple weeks, so you guys can be Uncle David. So I've never had a Valentine, and this boy called me and he asked me to be his Valentine. What? You've never had a Valentine? Don't you have a wife?
You said some boy called me. Some boy called me too.
Oh, listen.
I'm listening.
So someone asked me to be their Valentine.
You've got about three people in this chat saying that they'll be your Valentine as well.
No, but you can't just say someone asked me and then not tell me, unless it's like secret squirrel. You'll tell us off air.
I'll tell you off air.
That's for us to know.
He said he's gonna fly me to his city and like for a couple days, and then just like, like, cause I've never had a boy care. Like this is cool. Like,
right, I have to write down something that I'm going to tell you later. I've got a really bad inappropriate joke that I cannot say on here about someone.
What? Like he wants to fuck or something?
No. He wants to fly you, and it's someone who would fly someone somewhere. I'm not going to make the joke, but I'll make the joke later.
Well, listen, like, what if this is serious? What if it like actually happens? What if I like go and like he gets me like flowers and shit?
It's a possibility. It's a possibility that's gonna happen.
Yeah,
It's a
possibility. I'm so nervous. Ah!
You know who it is, Callum? Am I the only fucker
No,
sitting here
I
that
don't have a
doesn't
I
know?
don't have a Scooby. I'm just
Right,
I'm
that's
just
true
I'm
then.
just being the nice the nice guy going. Just enjoy it. If you've never had it done to you, it's
It's
nice.
never been done
It's
before.
nice.
I'm so nervous.
It's
I'm sweating.
nice,
Like,
right?
Like,
Just-
what if he like literally someone asked me to be their Valentine?
Now, think about this though. He's gonna pick you up at the airport with a bunch of flowers. Then you're gonna you're gonna go out for a romantic dinner.
I honestly, if he shows
He's
up
going to
with
spend
flowers,
a lot of money on
if
you.
he
so
shows
whoever
up,
this
if he
is.
shows up with flowers, he better be ready for some like road, you know what? Because like, dude, that does it for me. That does it for me. I'm just like you.
Hope he's
feel
driving
like-
a Tesla then. If it's
Like
a self-driving car, go full hog.
Seriously.
Get in the back seat.
Not yet. Do baby steps.
I know, but let the car do the driving is what I'm saying.
But anyway, like seriously, like that, I've never had, like seriously, I've missed out on so much living. Like I swore to myself when I was staring out those windows, I would.
Sorry,
I have bucket
time out. John just went. John just went in the chat. Yeah, better not be Mark. I'll do him in.
I don't know what you just said. What? What?
Because I said about being in the back seat of a car, someone in the
No.
chat said, I bet.
I'm pretty sure it was the boy called. He went, me too.
I don't even know what he's fucking laughing at now. I don't know.
I don't know what's being said.
You do
don't
know.
even know.
You do know exactly
I don't
what's
know
being.
what's being
No,
said.
not you, Paige. Mark definitely knows what's being said.
But listen,
I've lost
this
my
is
inappropriate
serious.
train of
This is-
thought. This is
this
serious.
is so serious. I was deprived of living for what are we? This spring will make 9 years. 9 years, and I've never had a Valentine. That's like a crime against humanity. I want flowers and chocolates and wine and dine in '69. Damn it! I deserve an orgasm.
I'm going to start saying that around the house.
the.
I deserve an orgasm.
That is the soundbite of this entire show. I deserve an orgasm.
Better not.
Oh, wait a minute. We've got two new things. I deserve an orgasm. And what was the other one? Petty fuck. Petty fuck, was that the other one?
Yeah.
Okay. If I've never heard it, then I must have been it. I must have been a petty fuck at some point in my life.
You must have been the receiver.
Well, you know, depends what I've had to drink. Right, now. Now I've lost my train of thought. This is getting highly inappropriate.
I'm just a normal person.
Yeah, this Valentine. Okay, so it's the first time you've ever had a Valentine, and that's special. Like you've got a lot of things that you're like, you know what? I've got a lot to catch up on. Right, I've been deprived for 20 years. So when an opportunity presents itself to me, I'm going to grab it with both hands and fucking go with it.
Literally.
That's good.
1000%.
Where are you going on your date? Have you got any ideas for the date? Is it going to be a steak dinner? I love a good steak.
I had to stop myself for saying something there.
I'll probably video blog it. Like I'll like
Not the whole
if I
night.
Oh my goodness.
You've got to make them pay for that. You're going to video the whole night.
Oh no, there'll be a paywall after a certain time.
Oh, okay, that's fine then. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
If you're good at something, never do it for free. That's what I said. That's what the joke
Hell
said.
no. You know what? I'll save that for the book.
Yeah, don't.
Oh my god.
There's so much like that I've like gone through emotionally and spiritually ever since like trying to be normal and trying to enter the world of it wasn't just wrestling. I re-entered the world of it was just the like humans, like being in contact
just
with
society,
people.
right? Just
And trying to have a normal life is odd and
a bit strange, probably as well, right? Some of it.
and also
Some of these situations.
I'm very much new because like everything that so when I was put in the wheelchair, all my other friends went to college. When my college was wrestling, all my friends that became wrestlers wrestled, had careers and continued or retired in those 7 years, or now we're looking at 9 years since this whole accident almost. But when all my friends went to college, they had careers. They became husbands and wives. They got married, and some of them got divorced and got remarried by now.
You're not that old to be getting married and then divorced again.
9 years?
Yeah, but you're not. I mean, now you're not that old. Now you're not like.
No, they like imagine getting married out of high school and then having a couple kids and getting divorced, and then now you're in your late 20s, early 30s.
Married out of high school.
They're getting remarried. Yeah, there's a lot of people out there. A lot of my friends have been married at least twice. I think one girl's been engaged 3 times.
How old is she? Just like
my different girlfriend. That one. That one's 35.
Oh, that's okay. Like I'm 45.
But she didn't get married. She only was engaged 3 times. What I'm saying is 9 years is a long fucking time. Let alone when so what I'm saying is everyone got to be mommies and daddies and have their life. So when I say I haven't had a Valentine, like it's like
it's a big deal.
This is so huge and so fun to like where I've been vulnerable and shared every step of my journey with everyone so far. Like, why not share this step with everyone? Like, I get to be a normal girl for a second. I get to be a woman and
absolutely no pressure on this guy, no pressure at all, He's got to nail it.
If you only knew. So last year, everyone saw me taking the bumps, like taking the next step above the signing, above the just valeting, but actual valeting and taking bumps. Well, that's, my bucket list that everyone sees, along with like, I want to skydive, I want to ride roller coasters, I want to go see the ocean.
You'll have a personal bucket list as well.
I have a personal bucket list. So last year I knocked off, I didn't get a skydive, but I got to go see the ocean. I didn't get to do this, but I got to ride a roller coaster, So I got to do different things on my bucket list. I got to do things on my private bucket list as well. And man, men are mean. Like they don't care. They don't care that you're sick. They don't care that you're sick. They just care that you got titties and an ass.
Well, that's guess of it. Yeah.
It's so sad. It's so sad. It's like I don't want people to feel sorry for me, but also it's like I'm new. Be gentle. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, but if I'm going to defend men, I'd be like, but we're not going to treat you any differently, right?
This man fucked my.
Let's rephrase that. Let's rephrase that.
Let's rephrase this so I don't get in. Like, let's see. So, this gentleman.
While making love?
No!
Oh, there's no love? Okay.
No, not yet. No, I first only did this with this guy because I was too scared to have sex. But
I know what you mean. Yeah, okay, yeah. We've all been there, yeah.
What a topic of conversation.
Callum doesn't know what we're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
Well, anyway, I did baby steps, so I gotta knock a few things off my bucket list. Dude, this one guy took me to a nude beach, so I gotta knock 2 things off my bucket list that night. Like, because like I've never. Huh?
Where was the nude beach?
It was in Florida.
For research purposes.
This radio company had me model for them, and I had to go interview the different bands, the different celebrities there. So like I was a representation for their company. And when I was down there, this guy reached out, and one of my bucket lists was to go to the ocean. So I was in Florida, so I was like, let's go to the ocean. And I didn't know it was a new beach until we got there. And I mean, when in Rome, but also, I never, I saw so many old men's.
No.
It was the most wildest thing ever. I went from God, please get me out of a wheelchair, to seeing so many old men's penises. It was the wildest thing ever. It's like, God, I didn't mean this. I didn't mean this, Lord.
This happened to me in Barcelona. I went to this beach. It was a nude beach, and I went, you know what? I'm just gonna have to get naked as well. It doesn't take much to get
It
naked.
really is more awkward to stay clothed.
Yes.
It actually is. You literally, it's weird to keep your clothes on at that point. So
I'm
I was
standing
like,
at the bar and I'm trying to
was
order
like-
like a beer. There's like these old guys on either side and are like in their 60s and 70s, and I'm just like, I don't want to see that. I don't.
yeah. Honestly, like, it wasn't on my bucket list, but it became an accomplishment on my bucket list. Like, I was like, all right, let's do this. When in Rome. But
It was
I
on the list
definitely
of things you didn't want to see.
well,
Yeah.
I think everyone should go to a nude beach at least one time from now on. But like
liberating.
in your life, it's something you guys should experience for sure.
I've done it. It's very liberating. Very liberating.
Well, it was a jump scare for me because I was
A jump
scared.
scare?
No, there was two phrases. There was the two phases in my thought process of like, you know, because I'm, you know, oh, I'm finally going to the ocean. I did it. This is for the girl in the wheelchair. Is that what I think it is? So my poor innocent mind went to, oh no, this person lost their clothes, you know? And then when I saw there was a lot of people, I was like, oh my gosh, this is a nude beach. So I felt sorry and embarrassed for the nude people until I realized it was intentional. And then when I realized it was intentional, I felt bad for the guy that brought me here because I was like, oh no, he didn't know.
He fucking knew.
He
knew.
fucking knew.
He fucking knew.
I
It's
didn't
it's
even know.
what a play. It's like, how did I get this girl's clothes on? I've got an idea.
Hey, do you
We're
want to
gonna
go?
go
Do you want to
to
go?
this
Do you want to go to this beach? It's only down the road.
It's just
And
like,
it wasn't even, I didn't even look at him that way. So, like,
did he
surprise.
get naked?
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't interested in him like that. He was a wrestler, so I wasn't interested in him like that. But
It's a
No.
risk because if you look down and go, no chance. Like, dealing with that.
I did not. I did not.
Oh, but no, but I'm saying he's
I was-
taking that risk. You know, it's like, geez, I've seen a lot bigger than that. No chance. No.
Oh, I hope he didn't think that. No, I told you my thought process. I am a sick girl that honestly at that point, even last year, I was going through my grieving process still of my diagnosis. And I was just like, man, I'm going to die. This sucks. Like I was just accepting death and I was just going on my little bucket list journey. So I had a lot on my mind last year and I'm thankfully in a better place mentally. But, I got to go to a nude beach. That was fun.
Nude beaches are fun.
Every cloud has a silver lining.
Every cloud. Now, I'm going to tell a tiny story and it's going to segue. I'm hoping Paige picks up on what I'm going to say and then tells her story. So one day I was walking down Buchanan Street in Glasgow and I was 19 years old with a girlfriend at the time. And this lady, this gypsy lady, had flowers. So I took one and she ran after me and said, no, you pay. So I went, fuck no. I gave her the flower back. And she grabbed my girlfriend's arm and she looked in her face and she said, he will break your heart. And I was like, what? That's so rude. And that did happen. So have you ever encountered a gypsy?
Why are you such a piece of shit? Why did you break a girl's heart? What is wrong with you?
Excuse me, we are best friends.
We're not Team Mark anymore, Mark.
Best friends? We're best friends?
Oh, mate.
Yeah.
Why have you done
you're not
that?
my friend
Girl of
anymore.
best friends?
What did you
Why
do?
have you
to her?
done
What's
that?
wrong with you?
Why did you do that?
I was 19.
Oh, you're gonna use your age as an excuse. You're
I'm
I was
19.
young. I was a kid. I made mistakes. You broke the
I was
heart.
younger. I didn't know any better.
We're
Dude,
still best
grow
friends.
up. Grow up. Get a better excuse.
I was trying to give you a lead into your gypsy story and now I'm taking all this heat.
Holy, who breaks a bitch's heart? You know the moment that gypsy said that hurts my head doing that.
She cursed
That
it.
moment.
She said a curse. It was her fault.
No, it wasn't a curse. You should have heeded the warning and been like, I'm gonna be the best man in the world to prove this bitch wrong.
No, she cursed.
You
me.
proved her right. She knew. Is
I
that
think
the
so.
only Is that
I
the
used it
only
as an
gypsy?
excuse probably, but anyway. Hope
Is
she's
that the
not
only
listening.
gypsy story you got? Because that's kind of boring.
No, I once went to. No, listen to this, Callum. I once went to a psychic healer, just for shits and giggles, right?
Oh, that's fun. Tell me about that.
So I went for hands-on healing. Callum, the next minute she's fucking telling me there's ghosts in the room. She's like, "Oh, I've got somebody here that wants to talk to you." So I'm like, "Where?" And I'm like, "Oh, she means dead." So she's giving me, and I'm involved in paranormal stuff. So I no-sold everything. I no-sold every fucking thing that she said. She told me that a robin visits my garden and it's my granddad. I swear to God, Paige, there's a robin that was coming to my garden for a year, and I was like, how did she know that?
Oh, I love
This is the best part. She said that part of my soul left my body and will never return because when I was a young child, get this, and this is true, and nobody knew this, Paige, I had an incident with a plug socket, and I got a fright. And when I was a child, I took a coat hanger, and I was maybe 6 years old, and I put it in the plug socket, and I got an electric shock. And I never told anyone this. And
Holy shit! That's
she
awesome.
knew it. But I no-sold it. I was like, nah, that's not me. And when I left there, I was like, fucking hell, man. How did she know that? So, what's your gypsy story?
I definitely, I know I love this. You should have just told me that one. Because you really made some such a deal with the other. I can't get over this other one. You broke her heart! This They're all the same! What you're saying is I don't need to go to this Valentine's date because you're just going to fly me out, wine and dine, 69. I won't even have an orgasm, and then I'll come back, and they're all the same!
In the comments, chat requested me.
Oh, okay. It's a strawberry daiquiri, yes.
You are taunting me!
It's all the chat. Everyone in chat was like, "John, go take him a strawberry daiquiri. Go take him a strawberry daiquiri."
You know I like strawberry daiquiris, and that's why you did this to me.
I swear to God, he was.
I have a text message to prove it.
Oh, receipts. Get them out. Get them out.
I know why. I'm a truther.
No, I didn't go, by the way, Paige just don't make me a strawberry daiquiri so I can be like, oh, I didn't do that.
You did this on purpose!
My reputation is in tatters now.
I don't think our relationship can be amended. This is ruined.
I've heard that so many times.
You know, you didn't just piss in my Cheerios, you shit in them.
Oh no.
What were we saying before this?
My fucking stupid gypsy story was meant for you to go. I've got a great story about a
You
gypsy.
freaking broke her heart!
For another man. Right, anyway, let's skip over that part. What's your gypsy story, Paige?
I want to tell you. Can we exit him off? I want to tell you about my gypsy story. I want to tell them about it. Can we him for a minute? Just poop him out.
Fuck up.
Wait, do it again.
This is great. With the best daiquiri I have ever tasted in my life.
Oh, what? Are you literally bragging about that shitty daiquiri that no one wants?
Except you.
I never asked. I'm turning the colour of the fucking daiquiri lip. It's the same fucking colour now.
Oh, it looks yummy. Do you have lime in it?
I don't know what's in it.
Oh, gosh. Well, my gypsy story. What do you know about it, though? Because I've told... Listen. I don't feel like... I've been on different... Like I said, all I had was podcast at the beginning of me getting back into wrestling. That's all I had. So on podcast, occasionally, they asked about this. And what do you know about my whole story? Because I'm willing to tell it all if you want. Because I feel like it's already out there. That's what I'm getting at.
Well, I only found out about it because you posted something on X, so not everyone knows.
Oh, okay. Okay, yes. I'm getting my medicine ready. Sorry, guys. So I grew up in a very religious household, so they didn't... That's witchcraft, that's the devil stuff. Don't do that stuff.
To a certain degree, I'm kind of like that as well. I'm like, I don't think they're talking to ghosts. I think they're talking to demons.
I'm open-minded, but yeah. So Sorry, I'm getting my medicine ready, guys. I'm so
Sorry,
sorry.
I'm really red. I think I'm having a stroke or something.
Yeah, I hope you choke on it.
Oh, that's enough. What if I die on stream? This is the hate I'm getting. Am I really this red? I'm not being funny. Am I really this red? I feel like I'm really red.
Are you okay? I don't want you to die. I'm sorry.
I don't know if I'm okay.
Do you want to take 5 minutes, Mark? Do I take 5 minutes, mate?
Do you need to take 5 minutes? Dude, go get a washcloth and
a washcloth. My dirty as well.
No, a cold washcloth will help you.
Slapdash has just came in with a raid of 4. Welcome in. We are currently chatting with Paige, Collet, aka the Ring Rat from JCW. You have missed an entire
everything
hour and a half of everything that's went on.
But they're going to go back and watch it.
Better late than never, baby.
Exactly.
Come on, we need to get to this gypsy story. Is that the right term? I feel like that's politically incorrect to say gypsy.
No, I have her phone number saved as the gypsy. Like,
does she know that though?
Huh?
Have you ever actually said, "Hey, gypsy"? Have you ever called her? She might be like,
whoa. No, but whenever I publicly talk about her, she's going to be in my documentary. People, you guys, the entertainment world, people lie. People are so politician. They the gatekeeping, the manipulation. Me, I've always came with the receipts from day one. I'm like, nope, here's a photo, here's a video, here's the evidence. I was always overcompensating in a world where people lie and they love to assassinate characters. So I always thoroughly document everything I say and everything I've done. So when I say in my documentary the gypsy is going to be in it, she's legit. There is a legit gypsy that reads palms, and she's going to be in my documentary. So like it's pretty exciting. But so guys, growing up religious, I can be very sheltered, very conservative. So but I've always been open-minded. I've always been, but what if this, what if that? And I've been that way with like aliens, cryptozoology, which we can touch in a minute.
Oh, we're getting onto that. Don't you worry, that's coming up.
Yes, I'm such a mark for cryptozoology, but like Bigfoot guys and shit like that. So like one of the things I've always been intrigued is like, crystals and witchcraft. Oh, nice. I love that.
That's a VHS. That's an old damn fucking VHS.
I thought that was like a VHS box.
Yeah, I'm old.
No. So I remember, I'm not from Kentucky, but I remember as a teenager, my family moved to the Appalachian Mountains. And if you guys know of the Appalachian Mountains, they're very, very haunted, very full of rich culture, like a very, very, how do you say it? Your grandparents will tell you stories of
lore,
like
lots of lore.
Lore, thank you. Yes. So
that's your word of the month right now, isn't it?
I love the word lore. Yeah.
I like that. I like that too. Let's see. So I'm a teenager. I'm thrown into the Appalachian Mountains. They have, how you guys have your thick Scottish accent, right? So imagine being brought up in England, and all of a sudden I'm dropped into the Appalachian Mountains around these accents, and I'm like, holy shit, I stand out like a sore thumb. Like you guys know I'm not from here, and it was a culture shock, but that's also where I became a wrestler. So it all is connected in the magic of the Appalachian Mountains. It truly is. But there, I remember being with my elder sister, Pilar, and I think we had one of our girlfriends over for a sleepover. I think she, we were all like saving our milk money from that week to go sneak out and go to this fortune teller. So we were naughty little teenage girls, and we saved our milk money at school because we knew we couldn't get the $20 off my parents because they wouldn't approve of going to the witches, that's
No.
or whatever, like harmless fun. My parents meant no harm with it, I'm sure, but also uh, all the teenagers were going to the witch's hut, so why not? So it's cliche to say that, but it quite literally was a 2-bedroom shack in the Appalachian Mountains.
That's so
And
crazy. I love it
and
already.
me and my sister and me and my friends, we sneak out of the house and we literally walk to in the middle of the night to go get our palms read by a gypsy. And uh I'm probably like 17, 16. I'm just like a scared little kid. This is like, what if this really is the devil, like it was a complete movie moment. And
Blair Witch Project.
we lived next to a graveyard too, so walking
Even
into
better.
town and going to that shack, it was a little intense, but maybe it was just us being kids being dramatic. But I remember us 3 girls. I can't remember that girl's name, but so my sister went first, and then she went, and then it was my turn. So it was so dramatic like that. But we were all huddled into a room, and I remember my sister Pilar, she had the normal reading, there was going to be 3 men in her life, yada, 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 but she'll have 3 daughters. And my sister Pilar just gave birth to her third and final child, and she
No
has
way.
she has 3 girls.
That is cool. See, I love stuff
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, that's wild. And that's the only time my sister ever. My sister is very religious again, has been, but so she doesn't go. She doesn't believe in that stuff and doesn't go back to it. But she subconsciously, I'm like Pilar, and she's
Yeah.
like, I know. I know. You can't deny the facts, the truth. You can't rewrite history.
No, you
This is
cannot.
This is what happened.
You went. You were told. It happened.
Yeah, and we kind of know. I was like, oh, another daughter? Well.
She's going to be up all night trying to get 4 now. I'm going to have 4 kids.
I swear to
She's
God,
got 4
I
now.
swear to God, she will. And she won't.
I'll prove her wrong.
Right?
And then it's a boy. You still had 3 daughters.
Oh, facts. So anyway, yeah. So they had normal readings, like what little teenage girls want to know: is my boyfriend cheating on me, or is my husband going to be a kind man, or shit like that, whatever. And I can't make this up. The candles flickered when I approached. I swear. Like a wind, a little, but it doesn't make any sense because we're inside. I don't know. I just remember a flutter. And when I freaking approached, this woman looked at me and she's like, tilted her head, and she's like, huh, who are you? And I was just like, oh gosh, like taken back because I just saw normal fucking readings. This isn't the devil. This is kind of funsies, girl night, woo, And then of course I step up, candles flicker, and the gypsy's like, who are you? And I'm just sitting down, and she's like, your energy. She's like, and then it clicks in my head. I'm like, I don't have any more money. I can't. Like, I thought immediately, oh, she wants to
You paid double.
Get some more money. I'm the finale.
You my palm with silver.
Like, literally, this is my milk money. I literally went without my school lunch all week for this bitch. Like you will not get any more from us. My parents don't even know we're here. So, I was like, I can't. And she's like, no, I'm not doing that, baby. And she's like, your energy. And she's like, here. And then I was just there for a palm reading, and she started flipping cards. And I told her, I was like, I don't have any more money. And she's like,
tarot cards? Was it like tarot?
Yeah, tarot cards, because we just paid the $20 for the palm reading. And I remember her flipping the card, and it was the shooting star. And she's like, I just need to know what's going on here. She's like, you're gonna be a somebody. I just gotta get this together. And she flipped the cards again, shooting star. She did it 3 times, and something about 3s. And she's like, I don't know who you are, but you're going to be a somebody. And I was like, oh, that's crazy. Because in the back of my mind, I wanted to go continue my theater and go to the New York Film Academy. And ironically enough, just the next year, or if I was 16 and a 17, that was 17. I was a 17 into 18. So within the next 2 years, I actually got accepted in the New York Film Academy. So that was a pretty big deal.
Fuck 'em up, fuck 'em up.